What's up guys, Bill Marnich here, training with Y again. We're gonna go over a chest routine today, a bodybuilding chest routine, okay? One of my favorites. So this is gonna involve high volume, all right? And I've been focusing on lately on my upper chest, okay? What I consider a weak point, especially aesthetically for me. So a lot of these exercises, you're gonna be focusing on that. All right, so my routines usually cover about 6 exercises. That puts me right about an hour and a half, okay? It can vary a little bit here and there. But about 6 exercises, it's gonna be a lot of volume, some machine work. We're gonna start with a dumbbell bench, okay? Dumbbell variation. I've been also trying to do a little bit more of this too to help out with my strength on the flat bench. All right, so let's get started. I'm gonna start some warm-ups. I'm gonna work up to a heavy set of 12. After I get to that set, we're gonna go 4 sets, 8 to 12, trying to keep it to the high side on the first couple sets, work our way down to 8 reps. All right, let's start with the warm-up. Bye. All right guys, second warm-up set. Just want to make sure you guys are aware we're starting with this exercise today in this routine, treating this as like the strength exercise for today. All right, so after this, after we work up to a couple of heavy sets, we're gonna go down some lighter weights, some machine work, really target that upper chest today. All right, second warm-up set.
Wanna feel how fast my heart would beat if you were close to me. I wanna show you, wanna let you loose inside my brain to see if you'd run or stay.
How you feeling? How you feeling?
Good. So while I was doing that, I thought of another thing. Since this is the strength exercise of the day, you want to take 2, maybe 3 minutes in between sets to ensure that you're fully rested, that your strength is there for each set, okay? Some of these other exercises, the rest is gonna be shorter. Take 2 to 3 minutes on this one. Okay, catch my breath. All right guys, second exercise of our chest routine is gonna be the guillotine press. We're gonna use the incline bench. We're also gonna use the barbell. Different than the conventional barbell incline bench, this is a bodybuilding exercise targeting your upper chest. You're gonna feel a good stretch right across from your clavicle. All right, you'll see the difference. I'll explain it on camera, but what you wanna try to do is get your elbows, purposely flare them. Okay, what that's gonna do is gonna put that emphasis right across your clavicle, your upper chest. It does put your shoulder in a vulnerable position though, okay? Anytime your elbows are flared, your shoulders are in a risky position. So you wanna make sure you're warmed up for this exercise, and you wanna make sure you're using a weight that you can control. This is not a strength exercise. You should be able to control the weight, feel the stretch, press it straight up, bring it down every time. You want the bar to be about the top of your clavicle, the bottom of your neck. Okay, that's the guillotine, that's what a guillotine is. Let's go ahead and hit it. Alright guys, so normally on a conventional bench, my grip would be about thumb's length away from the end of the knurling, the rough part on the bar. This would be my conventional grip. On the guillotine, I want to edge it out more, so I usually put my pinkies on the rings. Okay, now I might have longer arms than you, so you might have to adjust that. But I go further out than a conventional grip. Okay, after that, I do everything I would normally do on a bench. I engage my scabs, I pinch my upper back, make sure I'm flat against the bench. My eyes are going to be straight up. Now the difference is I purposely flare my elbows, something you never want to do when you're benching for strength. I purposely flare my elbows, and I'm going to bring the bar towards the top of my clavicles, the bottom of my neck, nice and controlled, and I'm going to press straight up. Okay, not bring my elbows back in. I already feel a stretch. I have no weight on the bar, and I already feel a stretch on the top of my chest, right across my collarbone. Eyes straight up the entire time. I'm going to do about 8 to 10 reps here to warm up. Make sure my chest is as stretched out as it can be, and then we'll get started.
How many sets and reps are we doing here?
Oh, so we want to do 4 sets. You're going to try to do 8 to 12 reps, similar to the dumbbell alternate bench. 8 to 12 reps. Try to start on the high end of that, so 11, 12 reps. Work up to a weight that you can do about 8 reps. Again, controlled. The weight is not a factor on this exercise. Control and filling it where you're supposed to, being safe with your shoulders. That's the emphasis of this exercise. So pick a weight that you can do 8 to 12 reps, 4 sets.
What's our next exercise?
All right, so we're going to use the incline Nautilus machine. We're going to use it in a little bit different way. Really target that upper chest again. All right. I'm just going to show you guys. So I sit sideways. You want to grab it in. I put my thumb on top. Ensure that my elbow is high. I don't want my elbow dropping too low. Keeping my elbow up hits the upper chest. Okay, make sure my shoulder stays flat against the back pad. I don't want it coming off. It's gonna put too much tension, pressure on my rear delt rotator cuff area. So I wanna make sure that my shoulder stays flat against the pad. I'm gonna push straight out, press straight out, fill it right across. Again, my clavicle, upper chest. Let it come back down until I feel the tension leave. As soon as I feel the pressure, the tension start to go off my chest, on my shoulder, I stop and I come back up. Pinching, squeezing, contracting at the top every rep. High reps on this one. Try to aim 15 to 20 reps. If you're not feeling it in your chest where you want to feel it at, mess around with the seat height and the back pad. Move it up as far as you can so you feel it where you're supposed to, right across your collarbone. I mess around with it a lot until I find the perfect height. You just don't want to be throwing it in your shoulder too much. So that just thought of another thing while I was doing that, guys. Sometimes I like to put my opposite hand on where I want to feel it at, on what I'm focusing on. Sometimes it can be tough hitting a specific area. Feeling the contraction, just the mind-body control. Sometimes it can be tough feeling that contraction, so it helps if you take your opposite hand, take a couple fingers and press on that area, could help with the contraction because it could be a tough area to hit. High reps, 15 to 20, 4 sets.
All right, what are we doing here, Bill?
Pec deck. So now we did 3 variations of some type of press. So now we want to do a variation of a fly. I switched up a good bit, but can never beat the pec deck. So show you guys how I do it. Just got the right weight on. Good. All right, so a couple mistakes I see is one, people have the seat usually a little bit too low, especially if you're targeting the upper chest. You want to have the seat up a little higher, so you sit up a little higher. And then when I grab these, I actually grab it by the post instead of by the handle. This handle, I have a hard time keeping my elbow up. When I grab the handle, it puts my elbow almost like natural low position. And I want to keep it up, again, targeting the upper chest. So all I'll do is I'll grab the post, keep my elbows up, and again, drive my shoulder blades into the back pad, okay? Pinch my shoulder blades. What that does, it takes pressure off your shoulders, puts all the pressure, all the focus on your chest, where it should be. Meet in the middle. Think about squeezing, contracting your chest. Bring it back until you feel a stretch. Don't go too far until you feel a stretch on your shoulders. Stop right when you feel the tension leave your chest, and repeat. I find better success when I tuck my chin. It helps me focus on the upper chest more. Tuck my chin.
What's our rep range?
High reps again, 12 to 15. Keep your elbows high and try to keep the same tempo without. So that's another mistake I see a lot of people make. They'll be pretty good bringing it up and they'll kind of just let it fall back. Keep the same tempo the whole way. That just ensures that you're getting a full contraction in your chest. Shorter rest here, about a minute, minute 15 max. You don't want your chest to fully recover here. You want to keep the pump going. You want to keep the blood in the muscle. So short rest, minute, minute and a half. Minute 15, take a drink, catch your breath. We're gonna do 4 sets. All right guys, 5th exercise, single arm dumbbell up chuck. Doing single arm, you can do both. I like single, it just allows me to focus on the contraction a little bit better versus doing both sides at the same time. All right, so what you wanna do is, first of all, I grip the dumbbell thumb over again, okay? False grip, takes pressure off my arm. Start at my side, I'm gonna try to go right along the line of my chest. So it come towards the middle of my body, middle of my chest, and then work my way up. So a lot of people think it's just for a lower chest, but if you keep coming forward, you feel it at the very top. And you can try to turn your pinky in with it So you're going right along with the line of your chest. Squeeze. Again, keep a consistent tempo throughout and really feel that contraction at the top. This one really helps if I take my opposite hand and I touch the opposite of my chest. Elbow at the same angle. You don't want it to open up at the bottom. It's going to put pressure on your bicep and forearm. Try to keep the same angle, consistent tempo. Again, weight is not a factor here. Pick a weight that you can control and get a good contraction. High reps, 15 to 20. We're going to do 4 sets. Alright guys, last exercise here. It's a dumbbell incline variation. Alright, I'm gonna have the dumbbells close grip so the bells touching each other. It's almost like a finisher, okay? So high reps, 15 to 20, 4 sets. I'm thinking about squeezing my chest throughout, getting a good contraction again, upper chest. Weight is not a factor here. We want high reps, good contraction. Okay, I'll explain to you, I'll try to explain to you as I'm doing the first set what I'm doing with my elbows and what I'm thinking about as I'm pressing. Okay guys, so what I'm thinking about as I'm pressing is pinching my elbows together, squeezing my chest, making sure the bells go above my head. The mistake you see people make is they'll allow the bells to go too far. Okay, so I'm gonna have them go right above my head, pinch my elbows together, pinching my chest, okay, and high reps. Okay guys, so when you're doing that, when I say pinch my elbows, obviously I can't bring my elbows together, but you want to act like you can, and then you should automatically feel your chest flex, contract. That's what I'm thinking about as I'm pressing. All right, that's basically it. It tears up the inside of your chest, the top portion hits your upper chest, so you're getting a full contraction throughout. It's pretty good. It's a good finisher. Alright guys, that's one of my routines for upper chest. Remember, it's my routine, so what's worked for me. If you have your own routine that's worked for you, maybe add 1 or 2 of these exercises to it, see how it works for you. For more information, to keep up on routines coming soon, you can visit my website, billmarnich.com. Follow me on Instagram at Bill Marnich, Twitter, Bill_Marnich, Snapchat, Bill Marnich91. Find me on Facebook, subscribe to this channel. Remember, why do you train?